You got it on the count of three, like on the count of three, bro. Like, are you ready? All right. Okay. One. Like, this is what we 1,
Okay.
2, 3.
No.
I mean, bro, the whole premise is Vince McMahon ridiculous.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Dr. Chris Featherstone and Dr. Chris, a quick from nowhere, a bouncy out of nowhere.
A bouncy out of nowhere, bro. A bouncy. Keep everybody on their toes, baby.
Hey, speaking of bouncies, man, I don't know if you heard, but Mandy Rose is the newest NXT Women's Champion.
Wow, I did not. Where's my applause button? I did not know that. Let's give her a round of applause. Very nice.
She won on Halloween Havoc. She won the title. Yeah.
Very nice.
Her actually, not only did she win the title, her stablemates. So it's a 3-person stable that she went up there for. They're called Toxic Attraction, and her stablemates won the tag team titles. So her whole stable, her whole stable's laced with gold now.
Very nice. Good for her. Very nice.
From bouncy to black-haired NXT Women's Champion, man.
Very nice.
What a big jump! What a big change for Mandy Rose. So
yes,
she's doing very well in NXT. So we talked about that too, as far as like NXT being used as like a reset, and I think that's good, and it really should be that launching ground that we talked about just for that main roster spot. It's one of those things that if you would have, it's still effective, but if you do those things before you embarrass them on the main roster, that is what grows the stock and builds the equity of these competitors. I mean, stuff like this should have happened way before even being considered to go on the main roster.
Yeah.
And they have a lot of people that can really have an opportunity now. Steiner's son he's down there, Bronson Steiner. He's Braun Breaker now. And he actually main evented the Halloween Havoc event against Tommaso Ciampa. Didn't win. Have you seen him at all? Or
I've just seen really like stills. I've not watched it, Mark.
Yeah, I like him. He's young. He just needs to work on his character.
Yeah, bro. But right off the bat, like, see that's the thing, bro. Right off the name sucks.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying, bro. You need to catch me. You need to catch me. I hear that name and I think gimmick.
Yeah,
that's what I think, bro. So
I wonder why his name isn't Bronson Steiner. I mean, that just doesn't make sense. I mean, it seems like it's totally a rights thing, WWE.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
yep.
This one is just a IP type of deal.
Yep.
But Braun Breaker though, that just kind of kills his momentum. I like him a lot though. He looks like $1 million.
Yeah.
He's young, so I think he'll hone his character in a little bit more. Right now he's trying to hone in the Steiner, but he just really feels like a underdeveloped like hybrid of his father and uncle. Like he does the dog pound like Rick. He does the interview promos like Scott, the whole genetic freak thing. And it's just, and he talks like this still, like just like Scott. He talks like this, you know what I mean? It's just there's some development, there's some development. He's young, so I'll give him some time. I think he'll be good though. I think he'll be good. Yeah. Well, listen. So one thing that is not underdeveloped is one of the most buzzing topics that is going on right now. And that is based on SmackDown a week ago, as of this recording. There was an exchange, a very odd championship exchange that closed out the episode of SmackDown. And first of all, you're literally just swapping championships from Raw to SmackDown. Already one strike. And then it closes out the show. So the fans are expecting something big to close out the show. stuff like that is just a bust to me already from the very beginning, especially if there's no story from it. They're going to different brands, so they won't see each other for a while until they, probably in a few weeks they build up for Survivor Series, which we talked about before on Legion of Raw, and we'll talk about this here a little bit more. That should have been something that should have opened up Raw. I mean, we'll talk about that in a minute. But just as a backdrop, a little bit more of a backdrop. So there was a really odd exchange where, so reportedly Charlotte Flair did not want to look weak, passing the Raw Women's Championship over to Becky Lynch. So what does she do? She has the belt. She pulls it away from Becky Lynch and she drops it next to her. Becky looked like disheveled and puzzled and a little bit upset at the same time. She tries to grab the belt and she misses it. She picks up the belt. And what does Becky do? She pulls an audible too. She says, "Oh, okay. There you go." And she threw the belt to her. This led to a backstage argument. Sonya Deville jumps in, wants to fight Charlotte Flair. And so, yeah, I mean, it was just a big old cluster mess. And
God, Chris, do you have some kind of an object near you? Pick up some kind of an inanimate object. What do you got?
I've got a bottle of water here.
A bottle of water. Okay, I got a bulldog.
All right,
bro. This is how sad the WWE is, because think about, first of all, we've got to start with the seedling.
Yeah,
this whole thing is ridiculous.
Yeah,
it's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah. So, bro, this is like, okay, bro, I got the dog. You got on the count of three, on the count of three, bro. Like, are you ready? All right. Okay. One. Like, this is what we do. One.
Okay.
Two. Wait, no. I mean, bro, the whole premise is Vince McMahon ridiculous.
Yeah.
The whole premise is ridiculous, bro. The fact that it's been made such a big deal out of. Let me tell you what I think is going on, Chris, and I'm telling you just based on my experience because I've been there. Let's be honest with the situation. Bro, let me tell you something. It happened to me when I was working with WCW, and it happened with me when I was working TNA. Chris, when you get to the point that you're unhappy and you no longer want to work for that company, and you make that up in your mind. Now, let's look at Charlotte Flair, bro.
Yep.
Her husband is at AEW. Yep. The WWE has treated her father like crap over the years. Bro, she can name any price whatsoever to Tony Khan. Any price, and she knows it. She probably, bro, is in a situation right now where she feels alone, by herself. Yep. She probably hates it. Yeah. So what happens when you have a talent like that, Chris, is every little thing is going to cause them to blow. Yeah. So when they're laying out the creative to her, okay, this is going to make me look, she is immediately unhappy because she's not happy there. So everything, bro, every little thing is going to make her blow. There is no doubt in my mind, bro. She wants to go to AEW. That's where she wants to be. She wants to be with her husband. The money is there. So, bro, I think what it's really going to come down to is this. What it always comes down to, Chris, is can they be human beings, and can Charlotte ask for a release? Okay, now, I had a disagreement with Disco today because I don't see them ever giving her a release for a couple of reasons. Number one, I think she's the best woman they have. I'm sorry. I believe she's the best. And number two, I don't think they would want her going to AEW at this point. Glenn seemed to believe if she asked her for her release, they'll give her her release. I don't believe that for a second. So we've got one of either two choices. Here's the chess game we're going to play. She either asks for her release and gets it, or they're going to make her life miserable, bro. Yeah. I mean, that's what they always do. And, bro, she probably right now is a powder keg because she has made up in her mind, I don't want to be here. And once a talent, bro, reaches that, it's catastrophe.
Yeah.
It's never going to fix itself, bro.
Yeah, and along those lines, there was some reports that they pulled her from media. They're going to pull her from media and things like that because of the situation. And this doesn't help the matter if they're pulling her from media and stuff like that. I just don't see anything positive coming out of this.
I don't either.
And what's weird to me even more is why they even put the belt on her from the beginning. They knew that, I mean, when Andrade left, Andrade went to AEW. I mean, that's her fiance. Like, they knew that there was going to be a desire for her to leave in some capacity, and they let her father go.
But maybe that's why they did it, Chris. Maybe
I can see that from a business standpoint.
To
like,
appease her, make her happy. Right, exactly.
Yeah,
yes.
I can see that. I can see that because, I mean, before FTR left, they did the same thing with them. They put the belts on them, to appease them.
Yeah,
but they still wanted to go. I mean,
yeah.
It was already made up in their mind that they weren't happy. So putting a belt on them was just belabored the inevitable, right?
Exactly. Yes.
And so that's how it feels like with Charlotte. It's just belaboring the inevitable at this point.